Thanks. Thank you for being here. It's so nice to see some familiar faces too, now that we've been doing this for a little while here. Yeah, so coming from the background of trauma coaching and healing the nervous system, I want to just start with this. I mean, the world is a little crazy, right? And life gives us plenty of opportunities to speed up and slow down and reground ourselves. So I wanted to start with some really actually a very simple practice. I like to start everyone with that, every one of these with a really simple practice that will actually just start to relax your nervous system instantly. So let's jump right in with that. So this one is actually one of my favorites. We're going to buzz like a bee. It's going to be a zzz. Just make a Z sound. Okay, so we're going to do that a few times together. So go ahead and maybe you want to close your eyes for a minute. Take a big breath, and let's exhale and make this sound. Big inhale and let all of your breath go out. Take another inhale and again. Then one more round, big breath. Now you can leave your eyes closed. Notice the way your breath comes into your body, moves out of your body. Take a gentle scan of the inner landscape of your body. Does it feel like you're resting inside here, inside this body? And if you're not sure how to answer that, that's fine. But just take a look and see if it makes sense. Am I resting in here? Let yourself sink into some of the relaxation that the zzz brought in. There's a kind of a gentle deepening, almost a fluidity that I find. So letting that sink, letting that energy kind of land downward, spread out a little bit. And from this place, I invite you to come up with a really, maybe a very simple intention for this practice. It might be, I am present, or I am here, something simple. And take a couple breaths into your body, into this intention. Good. We're going to go right into our next layer of meditation from here. If you feel comfortable with your eyes closed, please keep them closed. Notice where your seat or your feet or any part of you is making contact with the chair or the floor, or you can feel yourself in contact with gravity pulling you down, with the surface underneath you. Now imagine you have a cord connected to the space right in front of your tailbone. So right at the base of your body, in front of your tailbone, you're going to feel a cord that starts reaching down, down through your seat, through the floor, through layers of earth, And as this cord is reaching down, pushing anything here, it's just like it's magnetized, just easily pulled downward. Goes through the layers of the earth beneath you, all the way down to the center of the planet. So breathing into that journey as it goes all the way down. And once you find your cord at the center of the earth, go ahead and wrap the cord 3 times around the center. Anchoring you. And take a breath. Notice that experience of being anchored to the center of the earth. If there's anything to notice. Now imagine a golden protective bubble forming around you, starting from above your head, extending down around your body and below your feet. Notice any places where this bubble might need some strengthening or repair. You can imagine, even with your hands, just bringing extra strength, a beautiful, solid bubble of light around you. And then above your head, visualize a bright golden sun. A single ray from this sun streams down, coating that bubble in light, fortifying and strengthening your space. So you have your cord anchored, you have the ray from the sun, fortifying your bubble, fortifying you. Take a deep breath in and feel this protection and the grounding. Coming back to your intention, just breathe here for a minute. Beautiful. Now, from this place of grounded, protected energy, go ahead and bring to mind some sisters, some women you know deeply, women you don't know well at all or don't know at all. Bring to mind some women who could use some extra love, some extra healing, some extra protection today. Just more like you can hold it lightly. Bring some names to mind and let them go, but just imagine they're kind of gathering in a room somewhere in your awareness. Like, oh, these women, I want to bring some love. Good. Now we're going to hold these women in our mind's eye lightly, but also just opening the portal that women in the world that need love, protection, healing right now. Might be all of them. I'm just going to hold a field and connect with them and begin imagining. So, your own grounded cord, your own protective bubble being a permission field for them. So, we're opening the door and just watching them. We're not in their spaces. We're just kind of imagining them on the earth right now and just energetically inviting them to put their cords down. Like a pulse from the center of the earth, inviting those cords to come down and meet it. All these women. Yeah, like a magnet. Good. And so there are some women we brought to mind, so we might specifically see them. We're not doing it for them, but we're seeing them in almost like an invitation, almost like showing them how they can do this if they want to. And you can imagine your invitation just rippling out to the women around the world that they can ground, 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 feeling these cords all wrapping around the center of the earth. Good. A call for feminine grounding. And then likewise, we see this brilliant sun and we let it start just, just like our sun is just starting to warm the space of all these women. And again, if you've heard of mirror neurons, there is this idea that we see each other and we understand as if all these women that need it can see us. We're going to envision them begin to start to get protected in these bubbles with an invitation. It's like you stand in front of this woman and she says, "Oh, yes." And she puts a bubble around herself and she gets it. And then the next, and then the next. And beginning to imagine, beginning to feel these women relaxing in these protective spaces, in their grounded spaces, and then see the sun bringing a ray of light to each woman, fortifying her bubble, fortifying her heart. Beautiful. And then the last piece, as we are sitting here in our own grounded space of healing and protection, and we've opened it up to these other women around the world, just beginning to feel the love that you have in your heart for women, for life, for this planet. And begin to let it shine a little brighter, like a lamp in the darkness. And begin to let it shine a little brighter than your bubble. And we begin to look at all these sisters around the world, inviting them to also light up, open something in their hearts, bring their love, bring their light. You can actually, eyes still closed, you can actually even open your arms, actually physically open your heart this way, just to allow your love to open a little bit more into the world, into the room you're sitting in, into your own life. And just imagine that there are sisters around the world right now, women around the world who are feeling this and just feeling a call to open a little more in their heart. And leave your arms open or let your arms come down, palms face up. And we're going to take this opportunity to perfume our lives, perfume the world, perfume women with love. From this grounded, protected space, may we shine unapologetically. May we shine like no one is watching. May we remember something about the nature of our own hearts. And for just a few more breaths, resting in the center of your heart, see how brightly your heart will soften, open, and shine. As a simple prayer, offering, gift, whatever feels resonant for you. And then coming back to your own grounding cord. Coming back to your own intention for this practice. Feel your skin. Maybe feel the air on your skin or your clothes on your skin, coming right back here to this body. Feel that bubble around you. You are held, you are protected. Feeling your heart open and your attention coming back in. You can even turn your palms to face down, either on the front surface of your body, maybe over your heart or your belly, or you can put your palms face down on your legs. And take a breath and notice how it feels to return here after the generosity of sharing that you just did, how it feels to come home to your body. And taking a moment, if you haven't already, let's go ahead and put both palms face down over your heart. And let's take a moment of gratitude for our own hearts. Just look at this energetic center, this force of care that you might feel. Obviously, you might be like, I'm not quite sure how to feel my heart. It doesn't matter. Just take a moment for of gratitude for the fact that you know what it feels like to love. You have known, you will know, you do know in different ways through your body, through your being. Just feeling a gratitude for love in your own heart. Good. Thank you. And you feel ready, you can close your practice in any way that feels good for you. Take a couple of breaths, and when you feel ready, you can open your eyes, come back to our group. Thank you for your practice. And thank you for your love.